what they've done to it, you know. Oh,
there was a gentleman there at Cruising on Saturday. He sold both of his cars in one show, $65,000 each. Somebody just came and gave him $100,000 cash.
This past week? I mean, the last time?
2 months ago. Yeah.
In today's economy.
I know. I couldn't believe it. So
the money is still there, guys. I don't get it.
That's part, but that's also part of the problem. I think with the economy is you hear everybody talking about all the negatives of the economy, and they're making people afraid to shop, afraid to spend, afraid to do the things that will stimulate the economy. Yes, people are not making the same dividends on their income and so forth. But there are people who worked hard, saved hard, have reserves, and can spend money on what they like.
Yes, but there's one thing. He still couldn't afford a new car. He had to buy a used one.
Oh. I drive around in that used car.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Every time I go right there across from Lasso Towing, there's these Corvettes that sit up on them. They're like $65,000 or $70,000 each, man. And man, I tell you,
very
just
tempting.
write them a check so bad, you know. Yes, I'd be in jail. Yeah, I'd be in jail with the check I'd have to write. But you know, I mean, it's just, you know, a lot of money. And you know, I pulled in this weekend, into the back parking lot back there was a boat on this little pickup truck. And the pickup truck was one of the big dually pickup trucks. But that boat was so big that the truck looked so small. Took up the whole parking lot back there. They had pulled it, so they're still out there, still doing events and sports and hobbies, and this is great. This is great.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe it's coming back. Maybe.
Well, I think for the biggest part is gas prices got really high for a while, so everything was just pummeling down to where people just had to stay home, where they couldn't go out to dinner. And now, like I said, it's back again. We are getting calls from employees. I'm getting calls again from my website for fishing charters. If you want to go check that out, it's chasingtailscharters.com, and you can give me a call too, 813-956-5357, and we'll get you guys out in the water. Especially if you have kids, love taking kids fishing. Want to see sport grow, and want to see people learn how to respect the water and to actually learn how to go out and just have a good time out in the water. Because the weather is finally getting good enough again, where it seems like it's Florida, not like a Georgia, Alabama type winter.
I had heard there was going to be one more freeze between the last freeze and Easter, and I guess that didn't happen. So
yeah, I'm
glad.
Well,
they said a small cold front was coming through this week.
Well,
I
don't mind chilly weather. I enjoy chilly weather, but there's definitely a difference to looking at everything in my yard that is a doornail.
Yes.
Where do you take your charter boats out? What area?
Like I said, mostly from Anclote Key, like Tarpon Springs region, and then I will go down as far as Boca Grande South, but a majority of it I'm fishing Tampa Bay, Anclote Key. This past weekend we went out, Saturday I went out Anclote Key, went fishing for trout, went out with the girlfriend, just don't get to do very much fun fishing anymore, so we went out, caught some pretty decent trout, saw some reds, couldn't get them to eat, but yesterday we went out again to Clearwater Beach, and caught a lot of big trout. So the fish are there, the people are out there fishing for them. There was a lot of boats out in the water, especially for Easter. So just I think the good weather and gas prices are almost up to $3 a gallon, but people are just tired of sitting at home.
Yeah.
They want to go
Especially
out.
now that the weather's getting nice.
Yeah. For a while there, I didn't want to go out anywhere. I hated to come to work. It was so cold.
Oh, I know. It's miserable.
You would almost freeze in motion as you walk into your car.
Yes.
This is just so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I keep it here. Well, go ahead, turn the air down. Haven't had to do that in a little while.
I had the air in my car on today for the first time, and it was.
And you're hoping it works.
Yeah.
You haven't read it so long.
Yes, I know. How do you get up? I went to Clearwater Beach, or I tried to go to Clearwater Beach on Friday, Good Friday, since we were closed from the office, and I sat in traffic for an hour and a half. There was everybody in the state of Florida, I think, was trying to go to Clearwater Beach. It was insane. Finally, I just turned around and went home.
Yeah, wait till it thins out a little bit and the weather's been nice for a while.
Yeah.
There are certain days, Good Friday, I mean, you've got spring break.
Yes.
You've got people who all have the day off, our first nice weather. Good Friday, you don't go to the beach. The day after Thanksgiving, you don't go shopping. There's just some things you don't do.
Well, I've got a little cabin fever, and I wanted to get out and enjoy the weather.
Well, now see, next time you get the cabin fever, give me a call.
Okay.
Come up to the shelter, volunteer. You can be outside all day and just be loved all day. There
You know what? What is the volunteers? What do they do? What would she be doing?
Thanks, Jim.
Let's let her go first. What would she be doing? And then I might think about it.
Well, we have a whole variety of things that people do depending upon the time frame they have, their experience. I mean, we have from people who work in the office, from people who help us garden. You know, our grass needs to be cut, weeds need to be pulled, flowers need to be pruned. We have people who walk our dogs. Now, for walking dogs, you do have to have some training. Not because people don't know how to walk a dog. Some people are offended when they hear that, but every dog at the Humane Society, from the day they come, is undergoing training to become more of a pet. And so we want every single person who comes into contact with the dogs to use the exact same verbal commands. Some people say down, some people say off, some people say get off. We want the exact same hand signals and verbal commands that some of our dogs, till they're adopted, they know sit, they know stay, they know how to walk on a leash. Some of them we managed to get, quote, housebroken, but that's hard to do in a kennel situation. But we need people to come in and do laundry. We need people who come in and help in the cat cottage, which is scooping litter pans, food, water, washing dishes. I mean, washing our van. Our van needs maintenance. I have people come in and do computer work. And some of the paperwork, what's nice on a nice day, volunteers who are doing some of the administrative stuff will go sit outside of the picnic table, do it with the dog at a leash sitting there so the dog's getting air and sun. I mean, a wonderful way to spend your day. And they need, scooping poop may not sound glamorous. I'm going to tell you, most people, you want me to do what?
It doesn't sound glamorous.
But again, people who are thinking about pets and loving animals, that's part of the responsibility of animal care is the cleanup. And we explain to kids about that. You know, that you don't want to go out in your backyard and play and step in donkey poop.
Right.
So if you want a puppy, you've got to clean that up when they go to the bathroom. And so yeah, a lot of the work sometimes isn't glamorous, but at the same time when you're cleaning and you're getting all these licks and wags and whatever, you know that what you're doing is so important and you don't mind doing it at all.
She's beautiful. She looks worn out.
She's a good girl.
She's been running around with her.
Well, morning time at the shelter, they get exercise while we're cleaning and getting breakfast. So you figure she was up earlier than most people. She's already been out for playtime. She's had her breakfast. She's had her water. So this is sort of siesta time for them. And then this afternoon is playtime in the yards again. So just like a baby, she's got a schedule.
Yeah, it's so important for them to have. I have 2 dogs. I have a museum of cat food, and I also have a lab mix, and it's amazing. Like, they actually help me with my routine. They wake me up every morning at 6:15.
They know what time it is.
And they're ready to go to the bathroom, and they're ready to go outside. And I've been